Hey folks, we're at Rhino Productions in Beaver County. Rhino Productions, I told you about them many times. My friend started this company many years ago in the 80s. See, Believe, and Connect. They do incredible work. Tad Makowicki, Mark Makuga, along with Ray Pruya. A lot of good people here, and of course Scott Davini, longtime cameraman for me back in the day, shooting this on the Samsung Galaxy 8. Now the reason I am here, it's simple. I'm doing a promotional message that you're going to be hearing on News Radio 1020 KDK over the next couple of weeks. Why? Because the Diagardi family, now in their fourth generation, started by Michael Diagardi and then son Vince, and now Vince's son, none other than John Diagardi, along with his two children, Vincent and Diane, carry on that great tradition, memorializing family since 1934. Believe it or not, our 11th year broadcasting Midnight Mass. This year, Christ, the Light of the World in Duquesne is where we will be, and Father Tom will be officiating, and of course Father Ron Lingwin of the Pittsburgh Catholic Diocese back at Studio K at our Intercom Communication Studios in Green Tree. So we're really looking forward to that. Now, I will be in tomorrow morning for Mike Pintek, and it has been a lot of heavy lifting today. And if you saw my blog earlier, the big story, Senator Al Franken, no more. He has resigned after all of the allegations of inappropriate behavior. Some 32 senators, all Democrats, said you must resign, and he did. But here's the question. Now what of the Democratic Party, especially after losing the election, everything, the aftermath, the Democratic National Convention, of course, all of the news from that, Deb Wasserman, and the committee along with Hillary Clinton, the candidate. It's just not been a good run for the Democrats. So where do they go from here? How do they pick up the pieces? And if the president, despite his polling numbers, despite what he calls fake news, meaning the media, is he going to win 2020 by default? And speaking of the president, let me congratulate him. I've been a big fan of Donald Trump, and especially some of the bold things he has been doing, like identifying that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Now, I know there's a lot of unrest between Muslims and Jews because of that, but these protests hopefully will subside. And I've said many times before, I like the stance that Israel has done since they became a state. Some of the great prime ministers, from Menachem Begin and many others, Golda Meir, Sharon Peres, and now Benjamin Netanyahu, they stand alone and they stand behind what they believe. And I believe the president is doing the right thing also by moving our embassy there. So congratulations to the president for stepping up and making such a bold move in these very unstable times. But I think once again it shows the strength of our commander-in-chief. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. And one other thing that I have to mention, you know I love business news. Every Sunday, Jim Meredith, and he'll be talking about this story in his morning commentary, Heffron Tillage and Your Money and You, earlier today, telling you about the timeline, why a lot of people believe GE is failing and failing badly. CEO John Flannery has an uphill battle trying to get that brand turned around. They are down 44% on the Dow, and they are trying to figure things out. But we as Americans owe GE a lot because they have been the building block to one of the greatest countries in the world, and we need to find a way, whether it's the government or just us as individuals, to stand by GE. You know, if you don't, you just can't let something like that, and it will be swept under the rug. This is important. It's about the important business reputation globally of this country and for what GE has done. So noon until 3 tomorrow, I'll be in for Mike Pintek. A lot of open talk, and of course CBS Radio News covering along with the award-winning KDK Radio Newsroom and your AccuWeather forecast. So I do hope that you make plans to join me. Have a great day, everybody, and good afternoon.